At this time, please join me in welcoming our ambassador, His Excellency Elin Suleymanov.
Thank you, Nadmin. Thank you, that was for your introduction. I want to give a special thank to the outstanding talents of the 6th graders from the Alice Deal Middle School in Washington, D.C. Thank you very much. That was a fantastic performance, and we're all very blessed that this is not me who is singing and them, because they do have voices. I would like to thank especially their teacher, Atif Siddiqui, and the musician, Mr. Watkins. Thank you very much for doing a great work on this. Thank you. I must say, it is a great honor for me that talents like yourself perform our anthem so beautifully in Washington, D.C. Thank you. I have to say that this school, the Alice Deal Middle School, is a part of the Embassy Adoption Program, our partner in that program in Washington, D.C., and we truly appreciate the importance of this project, and will continue working with the most talented kids in this town and working together with them to expand their worldview and making sure that we live in a better world. Thank you very much once again. I truly appreciate you being here. Thank you. Thank you, folks. Thank you. Enjoy your evening with us. Thank you. Thank you. I just want to warn you that this is not the only music we will hear tonight. There will be some dancing, and there will be a performance of Azerbaijani national dances by the one and only Silk Road Dance Company, led by Laurel Gray, which is the only one who actually knows how to dance so well. And I have to tell you something. Once again, you'll be lucky that they're dancing, not so much me. And then after that, we will invite all of you to enjoy the evening with us and celebrate with dancing. Thank you for everybody to joining us. This is a great turnout. I'm extremely honored to have all of you here. Thank you once again. I cannot express my thanks enough for you. Thank you to administration officials. There's so many good friends here. I'm especially thankful to Ambassador Selfridge. I know the former Chief of Protocol is here, Capricious Marshal, Deputy Assistant Secretary Eric Rubin, who's a very good friend of our region, a very strong expert on our part of the world. Of course, the Deputy Chief of Protocol, Natalie Jones, was here, and so many others. So good to see you. I will not name everybody, but thank you once again. And of course, tonight with us is also U.S. co-chair for the Minsk Group, the key mediator for the U.S. side on Armenia-Azerbaijan conflict, and it's Ambassador Vorlik. And I will ask Ambassador Vorlik to say a couple of words a little bit later. And thank you for agreeing to do that, Ambassador Vorlik. We also have members representing congressional offices here. We're very honored to have you. Thank you so much. There's so many friends coming from all over the United States, representative of Azerbaijani, Turkish, Jewish communities, as always standing with us. We're eternally grateful. Of course, there's a great Georgian contingent here, and I know that yesterday they celebrated their Independence Day. Congratulations to our brothers and sisters in Georgia. Thank you for being with us. There are so many friends from academia and from the media. Thank you so much. Speaking about academia, there's so many people who traveled from Boston, from Chicago, from Oklahoma, from other places. My own professor and advisor who suffered me for about 2 years, Professor Andrew Hess from Fletcher, is here. And thank you, Professor, for all you've done. Thank you for everything you have sustained and all the abuse you get from your students. And thank you for being with us today. Thank you. I am honored to have so many representatives of Washington illustrious diplomatic corps. So many ambassadors here are much better looking and wiser than me. So please bear with me while I stand here. I apologize for taking your time, but I hope you will bear with me. But thank you for joining us. It's a great honor. And it's a great honor to have you as our friends and your nations as our partners. Thank you. When we speak about ambassadors, I want to especially point out that very soon, one of our favorite ambassadors, one of the most inspiring people in Washington, D.C., the great ambassador from Lithuania representing his country, Ambassador Žygimantas Paviljonis, and his lovely wife, Lina, will be leaving Washington, D.C. This is certainly a gain from Lithuania, and this is a big loss for us. Žygis, Lina, we wish you all the best. You've been an inspiration for us. We respect and love you dearly, and we will miss you very much in Washington, D.C. Thank you for what you've done. Today, we celebrate not only the Republic Day of Azerbaijan, but also the Armed Forces Day. Therefore, I would like to congratulate my colleagues, Defense Attaché Colonel Ilham Akbarov, Assistant Attachés Commander Shafi Sultanov, and Captain Gahraman Mamedov, and thank all of you military personnel here for your great service. Thank you for your sacrifice, thank you for being heroes, and thank you for working day and night on the front lines to make sure that people like myself can enjoy life and sleep peacefully in our beds. Thank you for what you do for us. Thank you. Sadly, Commander Sultanov will leave the embassy soon. So this is the only naval officer actually I know personally in Azerbaijan. So you will see him, he's in Azerbaijani white naval uniform. So if you want to say to him how much you're going to miss him, don't hesitate, you could say that. He's a good guy. Shafi, we will miss you. You've done a great service to your country here in Washington, D.C. Thank you for your service. I would like to especially thank Vice Chief of the National Guard Bureau, Lieutenant General Joseph Lengel, who will ask to speak very briefly soon. I will ask you to say a couple of words in a moment. Thank you for being with us. And of course, the General Glenn Baker, the Commander of Air National Guard of Oklahoma, and General Moore for joining us. And I know there are more people, and if I don't call your name, please forgive me for that. I especially want to point out our partnership with our friends in Oklahoma. They've been a very, very welcoming state to Azerbaijan, a very good friend, a very reliable friend to us. Thank you. I know there's today in the audience, we also have, we should have actually both commanders former commanders of United States Transportation Command, General McNabb and General. Thank you for your friendship. Thank you for being with us. And of course, General Fraser, who's supposed to be here. If I don't see you, General, please do let me know where you are. I really look forward to seeing you in person again. And thank you for the District of Columbia Secretary of State, Ms. Lauren Wogan, for being with us tonight, because she kindly agreed to deliver the proclamation from Mayor on Azerbaijan Republic Day. In fact, thank you to you, Secretary of State, and thank you to the Mayor Browser for proclaiming tomorrow, May 28th, the Azerbaijan Republic Day in Washington, D.C. Thank you for doing that. I will also shortly ask Secretary of State to say a couple of words, and so we will have a great group of speakers here, much better than myself. But since I already took over the mic, I will say a couple of words if you allow me to do that. Both President Obama and Secretary of State Kerry, in their respective addresses, emphasized the unique history of Azerbaijan establishing the first ever democratic republic in the Muslim world. We are very proud of this achievement, which continues to inspire Azerbaijan today. 97 years ago, the first ever republic in the Muslim world appeared in the Republic of Azerbaijan, and that flag was raised. It was taken over. It only lasted for 23 months. Yet in 1991, the Republic of Azerbaijan emerged as an independent state, and that flag is once again waving over the Republic of Azerbaijan, over my homeland, and we will not let it down. Thank you. Today's Azerbaijan successes are built on those aspirations, on a vision of our people, and on the steady leadership by President Ilham Aliyev. This is not an accident. Combination of vision, leadership, and our aspirations move us forward towards what we hope will be a better future for the people of Azerbaijan and for the region as a whole. Those aspirations are important because when the Republic of Azerbaijan emerged, it was not perfect, neither it is today. But as you know, the aspirations of the founding fathers move the United States forward and still continue to be the beacon for your progress, the same way the aspirations of the first Azerbaijan Republic remain for us, the aspirations which move us forward day after day. Think about what is Azerbaijan. We will host first ever European Games. We wanted to call it Olympics, but the International Olympic Committee wouldn't let us, so we call it the first ever European Games this June, on June 12th, in about 2 weeks. And after that, in 2017, we plan to host Islamic Solidarity Games, all in Azerbaijan, Europe, and the Muslim world coming together. Just think about the significance of this. The fact that the first ever European Games will be held no other place but in Azerbaijan shows the true aspiration of my people and the diversity which it embraces. Ancient land, young republic. Look at me. I am personally almost twice as old as the independence of my country. This is not an easy process. We're passionate about our independence. Our critics don't always understand that. Our critics say, why do you react like that when we say something to you? And I say, how did you react when you were 24 years old? Well, actually, Azerbaijan reacts much more mature than I reacted when I was 24. But it is important to understand that this is very passionate for us to build and sustain that independence, to move forward, to be independent from everybody and yet be friend and partner to all. We're very emotional about our successes, maybe sometimes over-proud. We're very emotional about our frustrations. But we call you to understand what Azerbaijan stands for. It's very unique in many ways. It's not very different from others, because all of us are unique in our own way. But I want you to understand the uniqueness of Azerbaijan. We want to focus on what unites us, on commonalities. Today there's a lot of nitpicking, negativity in the world. Many like to focus on differences, even small differences, divisions, ethnic, sectarian, religious, racial, no matter however small. For somebody your skin is not good, for somebody your ethnicity is not good, for somebody your religion is not good, within your religion your sect is not good enough. We don't want that to happen. This is not the way to move forward. We need to embrace things, we need to be together. That is the most important thing which we can do. The best response to radicalism is to celebrate diversity, is to know that people of different religions, races, genders, they all can live together and they're all equal. That is what matters the most. That is why the Republic of Azerbaijan still inspires us, because in 1918 it declared equal voting rights for men, women, regardless of their religion, ethnicity, or anything else. That's what I believe is inspiration for our country today. Azerbaijan is a strategic and crucial part of the world. To understand Azerbaijan's complexity, one has to look at it through a very complex lens. You cannot understand Azerbaijan through simplistic stereotypes. It cannot be defined simply as European, simply as Muslim, simply as anything else. Azerbaijan is not a simple place. When you look to the complex lens, you understand the complexity. And that destroys stereotypes. And that's what Azerbaijan is all about, destroying stereotypes. Today we work with the United States on Southern Corridor, Southern Energy Corridor, with our European friends to provide for energy security of Europe. Azerbaijan is a champion of that strategic and the most important project. In fact, the only new gas which will come to European markets in the foreseeable future comes from Azerbaijan. I am grateful to President Obama for recognizing our bilateral partnership in so many areas: counterterrorism, Afghanistan, working together on diversity and energy security. Yesterday we had an excellent banking forum in New York. We wanted to integrate more our banking system with the world, and Azerbaijani bankers came and sat down with our American colleagues, worked together. That was an excellent event, and I thank the US-Azerbaijan Chamber of Commerce for putting that together. That was an excellent event. Thank you. There are many things which are good about Azerbaijan. Now I would invite all of you to visit. There's a direct flight from JFK, Azerbaijan Airlines flight there, and we just bought a couple of new Boeings, so please do use it. That's a good one. And by the way, you can get a visa upon arrival, but only if you use that airline, so make sure that you do that. The long story short is simple. Our lives are not easy. We have our frustrations. Recently there was a very tragic accident in which so many people died in Azerbaijan. There was a fire in a residential building. Challenges like that unite our people. We all look forward and think, how do we improve the situation? How do we move forward? We remember the losses and we look with optimism towards the future. We need to make sure that we're making history rather than becoming history and victims of our geography. We could change that. With our partners in the region, we will move forward to make sure that the Republic of Azerbaijan continues to be an outsized player in international affairs. Now, I want to conclude my remarks by once again referring to our heroes in uniform and say that whenever I talk to our friends who serve today or have served in the military, with Azerbaijani peacekeepers anywhere around the world, they have always told me that they appreciate the partnership and the strong friendship and the bond they develop with Azerbaijani peacekeepers around the world. Today, Azerbaijani army is a well-developed, committed professionals which stand guard against radicalism for the sovereignty and territorial integrity and the future of their country. Anybody who serves with Azerbaijani military knows this, and they appreciate their friendship. The same way Azerbaijani soldiers appreciate the friendship of Americans and other partners in peace as they move forward throughout the world, not only in Afghanistan but elsewhere as well.